Did you know that behind Tom Cruise's blockbuster movies and Hollywood fame lies a secret legal battle that most fans have never heard of? In 2012, Cruise took on a $50 million defamation lawsuit against a major publishing company over shocking claims that he had abandoned his daughter Suri. But what really happened behind closed doors, and how did this hidden fight shape the way we see one of Hollywood's biggest stars? People have always been interested in Tom Cruise, the Hollywood superstar best known for his parts in Mission Impossible and Top Gun. Because of his long-lasting popularity, work success, and public life, he is one of the most well-known people in the entertainment industry around the world. But behind all the flash and glitz of his work, Cruise has had personal and legal problems that most people don't know much about. Recently, one of these episodes came up again, which sheds new light on a defamation case that was brought against Bauer Publishing in 2012. Life and Style and In Touch, two magazines owned by Bauer Publishing, were accused of spreading false information that Cruise had abandoned his daughter Suri after his well-known split from actress Katie Holmes. Even though the case ended in 2013, it was mostly forgotten by the public for years. So many fans didn't know how bad the legal fight was. When this information came up again, it started a new conversation about how closely people watch celebrities' private lives. Bauer Publishing is one of the biggest media companies and is known for its newspapers that focus on celebrities. In October 2012, Tom Cruise sued Bauer Publishing for $50 million for libel. It was said in the case that the company put out stories saying that Cruise had ignored Suri, his 6-year-old daughter, with Katie Holmes. Life and Style had headlines like "Abandoned by Daddy" that made it seem like Cruise's commitment to Scientology was more important than his job as a father. These claims were strongly denied by Cruise's lawyers, led by well-known celebrity lawyer Burt Fields. At the time, it was said that Cruise kept in touch with Suri on a regular basis, even when he was shooting overseas. These claims were not only false, but they were also very hurtful. Fields said the stories were outrageous and vicious lies, and he said that Cruise had been involved in his daughter's life, despite what the press said. This lawsuit brought to light a part of celebrity life that isn't talked about very often: how hard it is to keep your privacy and reputation safe when the media puts sensationalism ahead of facts. The claims against Cruise, a global star whose image has been carefully built up over decades, could hurt his personal and professional reputation. It's about a Cruise, a divorce, and public scrutiny. To understand how the case will affect things, it's important to look at the bigger picture. After 5 years of marriage, Cruise and Holmes said they were splitting up in June 2012. The media paid a lot of attention to their divorce, and they looked into every part of their personal lives, like Cruise's parenting and religious views. Suri, who is the young daughter of two famous stars, became the subject of a lot of public speculation. Many questions were left open by the settlement's secrecy, such as how much it cost and whether the publisher took any other steps to make things right. Some critics say that confidential settlements let powerful people settle disagreements in private and without full disclosure. Supporters, on the other hand, see them as a practical way to avoid long public court battles that could hurt everyone involved. The lawsuit against Cruise coming up again has caused a lot of responses from fans and people in general. A lot of people have sent Cruise messages of support, mostly on social media. Many have praised him for standing up to false claims and protecting his daughter. His comments show how much he cares about Suri and how determined he is to protect his private life from sensationalist news stories. However, responses have not all been positive. Some people in the media have said that Cruise's case wasn't just to protect his family, but also to control his public image. They say that celebrities often benefit from confidential deals because they keep embarrassing or damaging information from the public. Still, many Cruise fans haven't changed how much they love him, which shows how hard it is to balance public image with private reality in Hollywood. The lawsuit filed by Cruise is a great example of the problems that famous figures face when they have to deal with media attention. Today, with news that is updated all the time and social media that spreads information, people are always talking about the private lives of celebs. For parents like Cruise, spreading false information about how to be a parent can have serious emotional and professional effects. The case also makes tabloids and celebrity magazines more responsible for their actions. Even though shocking headlines help to sell books, they can hurt people and their families. The case brings up the conflict between the right to privacy and the freedom of the press. It also brings up issues of responsibility, professional standards in journalism, and how celebrity rumors affect mental health and family relationships. Even though he has had problems with personal issues and court issues, Cruise has continued to do well in his career. He put all of his attention on his acting business after the lawsuit was over and made some of his most successful movies. Mission Impossible Fallout 2018 got good reviews and did well at the box office. Top Gun Maverick 2022, on the other hand, broke many records and made him a worldwide movie star. Cruise has a level of toughness that isn't common even among Hollywood's elite. He can handle both work successes and intense scrutiny of his personal life. By keeping his personal life pretty low-key and putting his work first, he has been able to keep his image from getting hurt by past scandals. But the case also has lessons for everyone, not just celebrities. For famous people, it shows how important it is to go to court to protect their image and family's honor when they hear false information. It reminds people who read the news that sensationalized stories need to be analyzed critically and that headlines don't always show what's really going on. Also, the case shows that even global stars can be falsely accused, and that getting justice often means figuring out complicated legal systems. Cruise's proactive approach to protecting both his personal life and public image shows how famous people can take charge of stories that affect them. Bauer Publishing is being sued by Tom Cruise for slander, but this is more than just a legal footnote in his long and successful career. This shows how dedicated he is as a father, a public figure, and a person who wants to keep his family safe. By going to court, Cruise not only protected his own image, but he also sent a message about what happens when people spread false information in the media. Some details of the settlement are still unknown because it was agreed upon in private, but the case shows how important truth, honesty, and responsibility are in celebrity media. Fans who have followed Cruise's work know that behind the big hits and worldwide fame is a person who is ready to do whatever it takes to protect the people he cares about most. In a world where entertainment and media scrutiny are always changing, Cruise's lawsuit is a warning that even Hollywood stars are people who have to deal with tough personal and legal problems while trying to keep up their public image and family ties. Don't miss out on more Hollywood secrets. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay updated on the stories the tabloids won't tell you.